The multi-billion-dollar college athletics industry is under attack. Recent evidence shows that high-impact head trauma in football causes long-term neurological effects. From 2013 to 2015, NCAA Division I football players suffered more than 500 concussions. But that understates the extent of the problem. Even small head injuries, if repeated, can have long-term effects on the brain. Hi, I'm Shannon Watkins, and this is a Higher Education Moment, a video series presented by the James G. Martin Center for Academic Renewal. Today, we'll examine what colleges, coaches, and the NCAA can do to address the problem of concussions in college football. In 2015, a survey of 750 college football players revealed the magnitude of the concussion problem. For every reported concussion, there were 6 suspected concussions and 21 smaller hits to the head, or dings. While concussions cause immediate effects, these unreported dings might be more serious in the long term. That's because both concussions and dings can cause a condition called chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE. CTE causes severe depression, early onset dementia, Alzheimer's, and schizophrenia. And no helmet currently in use is capable of preventing the trauma to the brain caused by football. The NCAA has often been criticized for poor handling of concussions in college football. In 2011, a former player for Eastern Illinois University filed a concussion-related lawsuit against the NCAA. 11 more lawsuits were eventually added to the complaint, and it became a class action suit, which was eventually settled. The NCAA agreed to provide $70 million to fund medical monitoring for student athletes and $5 million for research into head injuries. They were required to establish return-to-play guidelines and a concussion education rule for student athletes. But the NCAA admitted no liability. During court proceedings, it claimed, "The NCAA denies that it has a legal duty to protect student athletes." As the settlement required, the NCAA published a list of concussion guidelines for schools to follow. The guidelines include recommendations for the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of concussions. Unfortunately, they are only suggestions and carry no penalty for non-compliance. Because the NCAA doesn't take head injuries seriously, athletes have tough decisions to make. Student athletes who have suffered repeated head trauma have 2 unappealing choices. 1, they can end their athletic careers prematurely and risk losing their scholarships. Or 2, they can keep playing even in the face of permanent neurological damage. Students can also be faced with hefty concussion-related medical costs, and schools are under no obligation to provide medical care. Although the NCAA offers 2 medical programs, most student athletes don't qualify. For example, the catastrophic insurance program is available only to students after they have incurred $90,000 in medical expenses, and the exceptional student athlete disability insurance program is available only to students who have potential to be selected in the first 3 rounds of the NFL draft. This list of disabilities it covers does not include CTE. But just because the NCAA has dodged its responsibility doesn't mean that other decision makers have to idly stand by. Conferences, states, university systems, or even schools themselves could create stricter head injury rules. And the Ivy League has led the way. It adopted concussion regulations in 2010, 4 years before the NCAA issued its guidelines. And the regulations seem to be working. None of the 500 concussions reported between 2013 and 2015 occurred at an Ivy League school. Modern college football operates as a minor league companion to the NFL. Yet only 1.6% of college athletes are drafted, and a few others make it as free agents. That means that education is important to the future of roughly 98% of college football players. College exists to improve minds, not damage them. It's time to take concussions seriously. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. And if you wish to comment or learn more, feel free to contact my colleagues or me at www.jamesgmartin.center. Thank you.